And we are heading on straight to the draft phase between match number two between ABM and SRRE on both sides. And I'm really curious what bands they would be going for. I mean, Roger absolutely, dominated that game as well as the Lunox. So I do hope to see those bands coming in soon. Perhaps maybe the Lunox can be banned on the third or the fourth slot because I think Lunox might not be prioritized that much because Radium might be going for that Harid this time. So, what do you think could be the priority picks and bans from both teams this time?
Hey, I really think the respect band should be pouring in from the side of Team SRRE. In the last game, Lunox was an absolute menace. Even the Roger, even the Hoofra. Maybe I'm looking forward to see a Roger getting banned or probably a Lunox as well because last match it was truly good to see how Lunox was dominating the entire game. With that, looks like the Ling has been picked off. Along with the Ling, it will be a Ruby from the side of Team ABM. These are the heroes right now in the current meta who are on the stronger side. There are tiers to where the hero actually falls in, and these are the heroes that do fall into the S tier, Ray.
Yes, indeed. Lee falls almost to the SS tier with his mobility and the crit damage he can provide from the mid to late game. I mean, it sometimes doesn't even have to go to the late game if Link is able to, snowball early onto that early game. He is just way too unstoppable. The immunity and the mobility is just way too much. It can be overwhelming to counter. So banning him out is, an absolutely understandable decision from the side of ABM. And we are seeing another assassin ban. It is the ninja. It is Hayabusa being banned out as well. Well, I think both assassins just fall under the same tier as both have the immunity, both have the mobility, and both have the farming speed as well as the ability to take objectives. They can steal it really well. And just like you said, I do, hope to see a respect ban. I do hope to see the Roger being banned out as we head on to the last ban before we see the first pick from the side of ABM. Do you think it is going to be the Roger?
Okay, Roger, highly possible since Team AVM they do have the first pick, and in the last match as well, we did see Jay absolutely being a menace onto the land of Dawn. We did see a Roger flying out as well because he landed his Lycan pounce onto the Fanny, and Fanny was in mid of a cable. With that, the bans are all set, and there is another respect ban coming in, and that would be the Xbox. Look at that Xbox. Jay, he is an excellent Xbox player. He plays Xbox, he plays Hanzo, he plays, and even a carry jungle. So that is the why that they have banned it. On the other hand, Mirio, I think he got his 4vs. This will be the first pick from the side of Team ABM.
Yes, indeed. And I was expecting to see the Roger pick coming in soon, but considering the game is decided by how strong your EXP laners are. I mean, they are the backbone of your team. They are the ones coming in the engages. They are the leads in a fight. It is understandable that Phobius has been picked, considering their presence in his meta and his absolute, his domination with the ultimate and the crowd control. He's just a menace to deal with. So picking him as the priority from the side of ABM is so understandable. They do not, pick the Roger because they are quite confident. Because just like you said, the Jay being really good with the carry jungle as well as the Hanzo, and even I remember he is also a Yin main, so they might be going for different jungle options. So they did not care for it. But I do see a double mage pick from ABM. What do you think of it, PT?
Okay, I'm thinking that Aurora will be on to the roam and Vexana will be the mage because this will be a very optimal choice for the team ABM. On the other hand, two mage pick and a mage as a roam. I am a little skeptical about that, but let's see how it will go for the team ABM. On the other hand, Moscow has been taking, this is also another hero that Radium would actually prefer to play in the goal lane, because I have seen him getting savages and maniacs as well. Moving on to the drafts, we are in the ban phase right now. Looks like ban has been picked off. Another ban would be coming in from soon by ABM. Pretty strong bans coming in. I'm really not sure why the Bane is getting banned right now.
Yes, I'm indeed also confused as well because Jay does play many junglers, but Bane is not is one of the priority picks. I think something else like perhaps the Hanzo or the Yin or even the Roger who is still open could have been a better option. So the Bane is a little bit odd, and I see a Matilda ban coming in from the side of ABM. Perhaps they do not want all that shielding as well as all that mobility she can provide to the team of SRRE. So they will be banning her out as well. And just like you said, Aura going Rome would be the most optimal choice indeed because she does have the crowd control to act like a support to provide to her team. So I'm really curious and a little bit skeptical as well because I have not seen a mage Rome in perhaps a few seasons right now. And we do see the Roger N band coming in. It is the respect band because it just absolutely dominated Roger Airlines last game, just like you mentioned, onto that Fanny. And we are heading on to the last four picks from both sides. What do you think could be prioritized this time, PT?
Even a Fanny is a ban, respect ban coming in, because Char in the last game he was able to take double kills a lot, but on the other hand, the team fell short on the gold as well as uh, kills as well. So that is the reason why they did lose out in the last match. But I think they are coming up with another plan. Looks like a Nolan has been picked. I was actually hoping for an Alpha Jungle, probably because I think, given the CC coming in, I think he would be able to escape that CC. So no, I really don't know how that will fit. But a Nolan pick is quite strong, and a strong assassin coming in with the Fishers, just maybe picking off the Aurora. He will be able to pick off the uh, passive of Aurora, I have to say, Ray.
And just like after just you said, we see a Jawhead and a Mincetar band, pick coming from the side of ABM, and I think this is going to be a Jawhead jungle. I have not seen this in a few seasons. I feel like ABM is really going for the unconventional picks with the Jawhead jungle as well as that Aurora on the roam. It is so rare, and it does excite me because I'm going to be seeing a game that feels like it has been lost in time, and they have prioritized that Mincetar, who would probably be the one countering that Nolan, but the Valentina does exist on the team SRRE, so they can prioritize stealing that ultimate. So, and we see the Tigreal pick is also coming in, and so far I feel like both drafts are just really, really strong, and they both, they all have synergies and they all have the counters to each other, and it's all about the execution in the end. What do you think? What's your analysis on the draft done by both teams at this point, PG?
Strong picks coming in. I think Apex would be the one going towards the Rome, probably. I'm not sure, but let's just see how it comes up. With that Valentina pick, yes, that is what I wanted. Team SRRE, because if they want a chance in this tournament, they really need to upgrade their team comps. Since we all know that the 60% of the time we know what teams will be winning out in the draft section as well.
Yes, indeed. And we will probably be soon heading on to the land of dawn as both teams and junglers are already on to the red buffs simultaneously and they take it as they head on to the green, the bear as well, and they're taking it down. And we're just seeing the perspective of both the junglers at this point. And Jawhead does, has received a lot of buffs and his damage is very impressive. But at the same time, Nolan's dash as well as mobility is also so impressive. A little bit of playful throwing in coming from that Jawhead as well. As we see, they have secured a Little Wanderer as Jawhead heads to that blue buff. And I think we won't be seeing any engages coming in before the first objective, the turtle, spawns in. What do you think, Pichi?
Okay, total will be up in few seconds since we already hit the minute one mark, and at minute two we will be having the total. With that, I was not expecting Jawhead going towards with the retribution. I really did not think so. I really thought that it would be the Apex playing out Jawhead as the tank, but it would be the Aurora going towards the Rome, as I mentioned in the draft itself. Apex, he is known to play. Okay, there we go. The Unstoppable Force connecting towards the. Tigreal, and it will be a first blood going in the hands of Apex.
Yes, indeed, that first blood from that Joe, that beautiful throw coming from him is, really impressive. And that is one of the things that really scares me about the Jawhead. And it is indeed true. I did think that Jawhead could have been the one going roam because he does have that, he does act like a roamer with all the crowd control and the zoning he can do. But we are seeing him for the jungle, I think, in many, many seasons. And he locks down
Oh,
onto the Tigreal. Tigreal seems to be in non-stop trouble as he is taken down again. 2 kills under the name of ABM. Nolan does charge in trying to take that Vexana, but he does not succeed, and Vexana tries to recall. But Jihad was punished by that Edith, and he's taken down. This could be an easy turtle to the side, but we are seeing engages after engages happening as Mincetar comes in with the King's Calling and takes down that Edith as well. Phobius charges in, but Valentina flickers away. We might be seeing a Oh, Aurora barely surviving from that Nolan's ultimate, and she escapes away without wasting her passive, and Nolan heads on to the turtle. Jawhead might not be competing for it, and this might go to the side of SRRE, an uncontested turtle.
Oh, that is true, Ray. Uncontested turtle. This means Team SRRE. They are getting the lead from the goal, but on the other hand, they are lacking in kills. Since Jawhead with the unstoppable force and the ejector, he has been taken down. Okay, another kill in the mid lane. Apex, you are just unstoppable right now. You have been taking kills from the hailstones, and even the second skill pretty strong coming in. And I was really not expecting Apex to play that Aurora, because we all know Apex that he plays, hard tanks such as the Tigreal, the Atlas, and even Hylos. I was surprised to see Hylos was not prioritized in this game as well. With that, Apex, he is giving them the vision that the team needs. He still has his passive up, so it is a good news for him. And even though he's caught there, okay, it looks like someone else has been caught. It was with the Charin. He's trying to escape. He still has his mana up, the energy from the Nolan, and he did escape successfully. On the other hand, a gank would be coming in from the top lane. The teams are trying to recall back, but the Eternal Guard doing its magic in the Land of Dawn. It will be a Valentina getting a kill onto the Asuna. A double kill towards Moscow. Okay, Moscow is going pretty strong, and with the flicker and as well.
Yes, and with that Spear of Destruction, Moskov charged in on that tip line and was able to secure the double kill, evening the score between both teams as both teams lie at the score of 4-4. And this is why I think Moskov is just still in the meta right now because his Spear of Destruction, the teleportation skill is just so broken. He can go, we see an engage happening on the mid lane. Barely surviving, but she will be taken down. Apex has been taken down, and Vexana also survives with a sliver of HP. She does throw the Eternal Guard onto the enemies and just scoots away to the base. As we see, both teams are just preparing for the second turtle that will be spawning in a few seconds.
Okay, the turtle has spawned. Looks like there is still skirmish going on, but on the other hand, Team SRRE, they do have the domination. They do have the control of the river area towards the turtle. Looks like Charin will be the one taking home the turtle. This will be a second turtle going towards SRRE.
Yes,
And
indeed. And look,
wait a minute. Edith is still charging. She is just there. There we go. The ejector directly towards the in the turret. That was strong coming in, and he managed to displace the main target. That would be the Tigreal. So it is a W, a plus point for Team ABM.
I just find it hilarious that both teams have somehow maintained the even score, and Nolan comes in to destroy that even score and take down that Vexana from his side, making the score lead towards his team. As we see, he's heading back to his jungle, trying to take his blue buff, and both teams are just, rotating towards the lane, trying to defend it as Mincetar has been taken low from that Moskov. One thing that I think ABM really needs to prioritize is that Moskov, who has, 2 kills under his name, as well as 1 assist, and he is the one dominating right now. And but I think Jay is prioritizing the Tigreal a lot. We even saw him using the ejector and throwing Tigreal onto the turret, sacrificing himself on, but he was able to take down that kill. We might see an engage coming in as Tiger uses that implosion and pulls out that Minstar from the turret, and the kill is secured by Charin on that Nolan. Do you think like this could be? We see another engage happening on the top lane. Phobius charges in. Aura has already used her ultimate to freeze the enemies, and Tigreal has been taken down again. Skirmishes after skirmishes just happening between both teams as both are playing aggressive, not letting each other take even a moment of breather. What do you think of this PG so far?
Okay, one of the team fights, it's ABM winning. Another team fight, it's Team SRRE winning. They're both going with a neck-to-neck competition. It is strong coming in because I'm really seeing that a Jawhead is able to displace the main member of the Team SRRE, because it will be the Tigreal who will be providing the hard CC coming in for the Team ABM. So there we go. Okay, our King's calling just onto the turtle. It will be Charin with the retribution securing the kill, and they are still going on. It is a shutdown for Charin, but no, the team fight is still on. There is Radium still going with the Minsita trying to get some kills. They still move on to the mid lane. The Primal Wrath has been used. On the other hand, Jawhead tries to go in. Maybe he will be successful right there. The Eternal Guard has been for a one-man knockup coming in, but there we go. It is a Dingo going down again in the hands of Asuna.
Yes, and team fight is still going on as Phobius keeps using that Primal Red onto the team, and he will be punished for that overextension and heading to that blue buff of the side of SRRE, and he was taken down. And I feel really bad for Dingo, who has been the priority target from Apex, from Jay, who are just taking him down non-stop. They are not letting him use his implosion that much. They are really destroying his effectiveness in this game. Well, considering the amount of crowd control he can provide, taking him down and making him a priority is a very wise decision, as we might be seeing another engage happening on the top lane. Will King's Calling be used? And it is indeed be used. Nolan charges in and takes down that Aura for using that phrase and punishes a 1-for-1 trade onto the top lane. And I think both teams should just probably try to play safe, but they are just going neck to neck, not stopping at all. And do you think we'll see more engages, or both teams will just decide to play safe, PG?
Both the teams, they are just waiting each of the members to make a mistake. Oh, there we go. The hook landing on to Moscow. Looks like he will be safe right here, but not for too long. It is the way the King's Calling doing its magic, but no, it is just not enough. Two members are down from the side of Team ABM. It is a Valentina getting a double kill. On the other hand, Mirio also goes on in the hands of Nolan, he is strong. He snowballed the entire early game, so I think it will be a game for the Nolan. They able to manage to win it out. Looks like it is a wipe out coming in from Team ABM, Team SRRE. They managed to kill every single member of Team ABM.
Yes, indeed, a full-on wipeout from the side of SRRE. They are, responding for that first game. They are responding for that other domination that ABM did in the first game. They are punishing for Apex on that Aura because, Apex does play the hard tanks, but this time, since he's playing the Aura, he is vulnerable to the Nolan, who's an assassin. And we see the fun fact and the did coming from Eastern Edge Esports. And I think we'll just they will just try to defend the Lord for now, but Nolan is dominating this game a lot, and Minstar should probably, prioritize taking him down unless a Winter Truncheon will be bought from that Nolan for that extra survivability. What do you think, BG?
That is a good item coming in from, since their team ABM actually needed. On the other hand, I have to say the Lord is marching in from the mid lane. Team ABM, they need to play it safe because they are lacking in the gold right now. There is a slight goal difference between both the teams, and there we go. The redemption arc is on from the side of Team SRRE. Team ABM, they're frantically trying to clear up the Lord, and the Lord will be taking down the structure as well with him. They are making sure that the Lord won't be coming near the inhibitors, and even the minions minions. Look at that strong lane clearing coming in from ABM. This is what ABM is actually known for, but I really don't think so. Like, since they are lacking in kills right now, even gold, even though they were in a 6,000 gold deficit, they were able to bring it up.
Yes, indeed. With that Lord defense, they were able to get a little bit of gold, but we might be seeing an ambush on the side of top lane as all of the members of SRRE are gathering on the top lane. Means that I could prioritize, them charging in like this. Tigreal with that implosion missing out completely. Valentina copies that King's Calling, and we see two King's Calling being used on that lane. Engage after engage, both teams trading blows after blows, and Nolan securing that mega kill onto that Min Sitar, and it is being punished for that overextension. We see 1-for-2 trade, and actually ABM was able to come out as the victor on that engage. I was not able to see what was going on because there were so many ultimates being dished out. I was a little bit overwhelmed. What about you, PG?
There we go. A lot of resources being used, but on the other hand, Team ABM, they are making sure to close the goal gap as well, because it's not much right now. I'm looking at a 1.5k goal difference. On the other hand, they are trying to shut down Nolan so much that the Nolan won't be a nuisance for the Vexana. But okay, there we go. The team fight has started. The Eternal Guard has been popped. On the other hand, it is unstoppable for Valentina. Moscow has been picked off by Jawhead, and there we go. A shutdown going. The shutdown of Valentina going towards Meteor again.
Yes, I actually did not realize that Valentina was actually one of the ones dominating, and she had a lot of bounty on her head, and she was shut down from Mario immediately and was punished for all the engages she has been doing so far. Apex was, taken down in that team fight, but since Apex is a roam, it doesn't really matter that much, as this looks like this might be an uncontested Lord for ABM as they secure it. Phobius charging in, trying to use the Primal Wrath onto that Nolan, trying to keep him away. Like, shoo, stay away from our Lord. And they are able to secure it without any hassles. And I think Jay will be heading towards his buff and securing them before the Lord heads on to the inhibitors. What do you think? Should they split push, or should they go with the Lord and try to take down that inhibitor? What would be the wise decision for ABM at this point?
They are playing it safe right now. Team ABM, on the other hand, they are waiting out that Team SRRE would be coming towards them. So, and on meanwhile, they are actually taking the river control as well. Both the teams, they are in the bushes. They are waiting it out. Maybe the Jawhead possibly trying to get a pick off right there. The turrets have been slain from the top and also from the mid as well. Radium, on the other hand, who is on the Minsetar, was able to take, and okay, there we go. The unstoppable force going in with the ejector. It will be pushed by the spear of destiny coming in from Moscow, and the spear of distraction also doing its damage onto the Jawhead. He has been picked off right before the Lord will be spawning in. No, sorry, the Lord is still yet to come.
The Lord was we see an engage happening on the mid lane as resources have been wasted. Mr. King Calling is used. Vexana uses her ultimate, as well as the Valentina stealing that ultimate and using the Eternal Guard. So much happening on this team fight, but Phobius takes advantage of all the dashes that are available to him and uses that Primal Wrath to charge in and take down two people from the side of SRRE. Things are looking good for Team ABM as they still have 4 people on the map, and they're charging in on that base, trying to take down the inhibitors and trying to deal a little bit of more damage to the side of SRRE.
That's right, Ray. Look at that. Even without a lot, they able to manage to take down the inhibitors. That is a big win for Team ABM. On the other hand, they are trying to get a lane clearance as well, so that they would actually pop off the inhibitors, such as the bot and the top one that is still staying strong. This is going pretty good for Team ABM right now. They did recover from the mid game crisis that they had, since they were losing out a little bit. On the other end, okay, wait a minute, Nolan, you're sneaky enough. Look at that, the concealed play coming in from Tigreal as well. Tigreal has been caught there, and it is unstoppable for Nolan.
And that sneaky gameplay coming in takes out Jay, the jungler, for the side of ABM. Nolan might be in a little bit
Uh-huh.
of trouble as Phobius charges in with that primal red. He does not have the blue buff, so he is lacking in that energy department, and he is being freeze, and he will be taken and punished. Both junglers down from both sides of the team. As we see, Mincetar was going for a Benny Cutie game and trying to push that turret as they were engaging, but he was not successful. This looks like he might be taken down, but he does use the Winter Truncheon, but it to be to no avail. The Lord has spawned in as both junglers are still down. I think both junglers. Oh no, Nolan still has 20 seconds on the clock, and he might not come back as fast as the Jawhead. We see
Uh-huh.
more engages happening on just both teams trading blows after blows. The Edit has been taken down. Tigger with the implosion onto that Phobius, and it looks like a double kill for that Vexana, and looks like this could be a complete wipeout for Team SRRE, as Nolan is the only one surviving because he just respawned in. This could be the end for SRRE, but they do not have any minions for the side of ABM. They will be waiting it out. Can anybody respawn in time to defend, or Nolan will be the only one facing the wrath of ABM? All five members already going towards the base. What
Okay.
would happen?
There we go. The infernal level being popped off. Looks like the minions are still in. Jawhead tries to go in. The winter crown has been popped off, but no, it is the crystal going down from the side of Team SRRE. Another victory for Team ABM. There we go. We are in the match result. This was a match two between Team ABM versus Team SRRE, where Team ABM dominated, from the mid game to the late game, since it was the strongest suit for them. With that, they have won their match, but this would be the match two, since it is a clean sweep. There won't be no match three, Ray.
Yes, and I think this was one of the most impressive matches I've seen so far because both teams were going so back and forth. I was not able to, predict which team had the upper hand because you can see at the first phase of the game, we saw that ABM was dominating, then SRRE, then ABM again, then SRRE, and in the mid game, SRRE was able to, push ABM into a corner with their ambushes and their ultimates with that Tigreal's implosion, as well as that Moskov Spear of Destruction and Valentina stealing most of the resources from the side of ABM. And they were put into a little bit of crisis, but ABM made the comeback. They, came back from the goal deficit of 6,000 and they dominated the game. They made Nolan the only one left to defend the base, and the victory went to the side of ABM. And I just really find it funny that both mages from the side of ABM, one the roamer and the mid laner, both have the same score of 9.2, which is the same as the enemies, Nolan and Valentina. What a odd coincidence, And I think we will be heading on to the MPP screen from the side of ABM.
There we go. The MVP of the match is Mirio himself. He is the EXP raiser for the team ABM, and he really showcased such a good ganks and even perfect gameplay coming in with a KDA of 5-3-11. He outdid his own team. Well deserved MVP to Mirio.
Honestly, indeed, he was the one diving in. He was not the one, sorry, he was the one not letting Nolan take a breather. He was taking down that Moskov. He was going for that Valentina. I think most of the shutdowns in this game was, on the hands of Phobius. And I find it really hilarious that there are so many ones under, Mirio. The goal is 1-1-1-1, and his assist is also 11. A very funny coincidences happening on this game, and he will be the MVP for this match. And we will be, I think, seeing the brackets as ABM has secured their spot in the semifinals with Celsius Esports and Lafu Gabe.
Another strong match coming in. I'm really sure that Team ABM will be outdoing themselves and actually getting a spot in grand finals as well. So we will see in the semi-finals as well how they will be battling out one of the matches that who will be winning. Maybe it would be eliminators or maybe step bros. We don't know, but stay tuned. We will be knowing that very very soon. Oh, with that, this was just the last match of the day. So, we will be bringing you the best of the best matches tomorrow.
See you later, ladies and gentlemen. This will be me, Ray, and Peachy signing off for tonight. Bye bye. Good night.